What a good day to be bike packing. It's my first time doing it, especially on the electric bike, and these small wheels are making it a bit of a challenge getting through the woods. But I'm gonna go find a spot. I hope you guys enjoy the video. It's getting a little bit thick through here, so I'm just pushing the bike. It makes it a bit of hard work, so I just had to take a jumper off. So it is cold at the moment. It's probably about 0 degrees. At night it's getting to about -4 or -5. But spring's definitely around the corner because it is starting to warm up. But yeah, definitely warm work doing that. So you probably saw I set up the tarp using these toggles. These are antler toggles, and I just drilled them myself and attached them via a prusik knot onto the ridgeline, and it means I can strap up the wax canvas thornhill tarp nice and easy. And I'm not going to take credit for this idea. Tom, Back Garden Bushcraft, did this a while ago, and I thought it's just a really nice, elegant way of sorting the ridgeline out. So I've also got the muntjac hide that I tanned quite a while back to use as a little sleeping mat. And I will actually be releasing a video on how to tan a hide yourself very shortly. I did a fallow deer stalk a few months back. I'm going to be editing that trip, which is followed by the skinning, butchery, and then tanning. So I hope you guys will enjoy that. But yeah, this is going to be really comfy. I didn't want to bring out the big fallow hide because I've still got to break that in. So I've just collected all that kindling And I'm just off to a little patch of pine behind me. I've got my axe, small forest axe. I don't use an axe often, but the reason I've got it with me is because I'm going to look for some fat wood, because obviously it's so cold at the moment. You can see just down here, even the primrose has got a frost covering on them. But the axe is going to help me get some fat wood, because that's a brilliant fire starter in temperatures like this, especially when there's a little bit of dampness. There's a little bit of birch bark here, nice and dry, it's already curled up, so I'll take that, every little bit helps. So there's this spruce that's come down recently. Not too recently, but it's still not rotten. So I'm just going to have a little look inside here and see what we've got near the end of some of these branch connectors. Doesn't feel that sticky to me, so I think unfortunately we're a bit late on that one. But I'll have a little look down in here. You can already see the resin in there. There we have fatwood, guys. Perfect little chunk, full of resin. Absolutely stinks. So I think what I'll do is try and break a little bit more out of there, and we'll do a little test. So you can really see the colour there, that dark orange. Perfect. So there's just a good example of some fatwood. You can see that really red tip, and I do have a lighter in my kit, so I'm just going to show you how that burns. You can already hear it bubbling away. Burns incredibly well. So I'm going to get this fatwood back. Really sticky, really cold, but it's so sticky. So I'm going to get my gloves back on. I'm going to shave some fine piles of this and use that with a ferro rod to get the fire going. So you can see that little bit of fatwood that I collected. It's almost translucent with resin here, and yeah, really sticky. So I'm just going to shave some fine bits of that onto this other bit of fatwood just as a little platform, and then go from there. And just create them nice fine feathers, and that's going to be what takes the spark. just moving my kindling closer. I've got two separate piles there. I'm just going to grab one of these thicker logs to act as a bit of a place to lean up against, lean all my kindling up against to give air. I've got my ferro rod and my knife. I'm just going to use the back edge of my knife. There we are, you can see how quickly that's going up there. Which is beautiful. That is why Fatwood is such a good kindling. I'm going to throw a few other bits of Fatwood just on top of there. And chuck those other bits of Fatwood on top. And on with much bigger kindling. You can see that Fatwood where I just put it in the fire is absolutely bubbling away, and that's what's given this fire its absolute raw already. I'm going to get some bigger logs on there to take advantage of that. So it's great that the fire's now going. That Fatwood went up an absolute treat, and you're probably thinking, why did I throw all that stuff on top of the fire? Well, number one, just to get it going, just to give it an extra boost, and also I've got plenty of Fatwood at home, and to be honest, if I was going to get any to store for a long time, I'd probably do that in summer, just because there is going to be some residual moisture in there. But you can see, even with any residual moisture, it didn't have a problem going up. I'm just going to relax now, enjoy, probably collect a bit more firewood before the sun completely sets, and then get cooking, because I'm getting a bit of a feed on. I've just been collecting some firewood, all of the deadfall from the winds over this winter. Such a beautiful evening. Sun's going to come down very soon, so I'm just going to get some wood from behind me. It's gorgeous out here. Can't wait to cook up, then just get a good kip. I'm testing a sleeping bag tonight, but I'm not going to include this in this video. Just want this to be a nice chill one. So definitely go check out that if you want to see about an Arctic sleeping bag. That is some good dry wood. Dead standing, hornbeam. That will keep me going for ages. While there's a bit of light, I might quickly buck that up with the axe, because I don't really want to be sawing through that. Just going to take my gloves off so I've got better grip for this. There we are. That's good. Nice big chunk of hornbeam there. 2 big chunks now. That should keep me going for the evening for sure. It's only coming up to 4 o'clock now and the sun's almost going down. So good time to get the firewood issue sorted. This one I think I'll saw through just because it's a little bit small for axing. But this gomboy, as you can probably tell, has lost its tip. We spoke about that on the Woadsman podcast, definitely go check that out. But nevertheless, it still cuts, it's just a little bit slower because you've got such a small jaw. I think this bit can go on first. It is really easy to get complacent with firewood, especially when you're in the wood where there's loads around, but it's just easier getting it done before dark, especially when you've got axing and sawing to do. All of that will just keep me going now, and if there's any left I'll just stash it somewhere, either let nature take it or I'll use it on a next trip if I come back to this spot. And actually, that axing work got me really hungry. So I've got some beef jerky here, and it is not store-bought. I made this, I vacuum sealed it up. So let's get it open. Also, I'm using Robin's knife that he made me not so long ago. Been loving this knife, really beautiful. I've had it about 2 years. And he's just started up an Instagram, Dutchman Knives I think it's called. I'll leave a link in the description, definitely go check it out because before I put it away. How exquisite is that? Such a beautiful knife. But onto the beef jerky. Let's show you a little bit of this. So there we have some prime beef jerky. Probably saw that in the bike day trip video. Made this about a week or 2 ago. It's been going down an absolute treat. Just so good. Almost forgot to sort out the fire anchor, so I've just banged in that nice steak there and I've just got it hanging, and I'm going to be just cooking up a little venison sausage casserole. It's going to be amazing. I'm using a Tatonka billy can, which I've used on the channel a few times before, but I just wanted to bring it back out because Bellows Ben actually has ordered the bigger one. It just made me think I need to use mine actually, so can't wait for that. It's going to be lovely. Got loads of wood. I'm just going to chill for a little while, relax and just stare at the old Bushcraft TV. I'm out here on a camp. It's going to be really cold tonight, and I've got the Bigloo sleeping bag. It takes up most of my pack. So I've just got the sleeping bag out, and I thought I'd grab the food as well. This is the Tatonka billy can, and I have parsnips and carrots, some onion and a potato, and some gravy mix for kind of a casserole, kind of sausage casserole is what I'm going for tonight. And in here I have some homemade fallow and pork sausage. This has got sage and some other seasoning, and cannot wait. I'm just going to chop them up, fry them with some onion, and then cut the potato vegetables, put that in there with a load of water in the seasoning and boil it for a good hour or two. So I'll probably get that started any moment. So I just washed out the pan quickly, because I had a tiny bit of ash in there. I'm just going to put some of this coconut oil in there. Ellie gifted me the spatula that she carved, and I absolutely love it, so I thought I'd use it today for the onions. And then I'm going to chuck in the sausage. You can tell these are homemade sausages. I wasn't very good at twisting them for length, but they're just as good. Look at that. Really good quality. I know exactly what went into these, and they're in a collagen case. So there you have it, guys. That's one of my homemade venison and pork sausages. You can see the cross section there. Really, really rich, great red meat. Not a lot of fat in these. Can't tell you how excited for this I am. So I can get these bits of sausage into the pan. Sausage and onion is about sealed off, which is perfect. I don't want to cook them all the way through in this stage. Just seal them off so they don't completely fall apart. Get some of that lovely caramelization on the onions that way. Now get the veg in there and the water and the seasoning mix. Just gonna give that a tiny stir in to coat everything. Followed by the vegetables. Just going to top that up with water, and I'll put that on the fire anchor now. So I've just taken the lid off of the pan, and it is boiling away really nicely. I'm just letting it reduce a little bit because it's still a little bit thin. Cannot wait. The casserole is looking mighty fine. Oh, look at that. Smells incredible too. I'm just going to let that cool down because it's probably like lava, and I'm just going to dig into that because I am starving. Have a look at that homemade venison sausage. Carrot, parsnips, potato and seasoning. So it's the time we've all been waiting for, dinner, or at least I have anyway. Oh, this smells. It smells amazing. Get a nice bit of sausage, parsnip, potato, carrot. Let's go. Looks hot. That is cooked perfectly. Oh. Oh, that's good. So it doesn't look like much, but that is one hell of a tasty sausage casserole. I'll see you guys soon. Absolutely demolished that. That was so tasty. Just going to fill that up with water, rinse it out, and then let it just sit so I can clean it easier in the morning. Might even boil it away. But yeah, that has done me very well. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why wax canvas is amazing. Look at that glow. It is just beautiful. So I've just banked up the fire for the night and I'm going to get into the Bigloo sleeping bag. It's going to be really toasty. I'm looking forward to it. It's been a really nice evening, so thank you for joining me, and I'll catch up with you guys in the morning. Oh, good morning, guys. Oh, I slept so well. Bag was really toasty, so definitely go check out that review, the Bigloo bag. I'm not going to hang around this morning. We had a little bit of rain and I don't want it to come in too wet while I'm on the bike, and I moved the bike to my head because I ended up just kicking it in the middle of the night and I was worried about knocking it over. So it's really nice though, really nice morning, quite foggy. So I'm gonna just basically pack up, get my gear all squared away, as Craig would say, and make my way out of here. Excuse me. But yeah, slept so well, and thank you for joining me, guys. You can probably see a little light on me, and that's actually because I'm wearing a heated jumper, heated fleece. That's just, I brought it out as a contingency in case the sleeping bag was absolutely useless. And this morning I'm not having a fire, so it's a little bit chilly, and I thought, why not use it? It's from Aurora, and I've actually joined their squad, so really proud of that. And that means you guys get 20% discount off of their products. So I'll leave a link down below. Definitely go check them out. It's great stuff. I don't normally wear heated gear, but it's beautiful, really warm, and it makes sense. Why not? So you can see the dog ends are basically all burnt down. I'll try and just get these little last bits going while I pack up. So camp's all struck now. I've got some of the washing up water just left in here from last night, so I'm going to pour that over these remaining coals, and then the rest of my water, and I can dispose of these bits. So it's just starting to rain, which is perfect for when you're putting out a fire. You just want to rake all that ground back. We're just getting a very slow pitter-patter of rain now, so it's all good that I'm packed up. That's where I was camping, so you can't see anything, and that's me about ready to go. So there we have it, guys, an amazing bike wild camp. So until next time, stay safe, thanks for joining, and I'll see you soon.